And good morning. The continuation of Mornings LA continues now at the bottom of the hour. It's purple. If you've watched that video right before this, I showed how there's now a battle ensuing about your $1,400 third stimulus check as it heads to the Senate. This means reason even more to get money right now. In this recording, I'm going to show you how you can get $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 money right now, not 5 days from now, not 5 weeks from now. This is money you need right now because as we watch the $1,400 third stimulus package go through the Senate, we don't want to be tracking checks. We want to be cashing checks. It's a big morning with Purple now joining the morning's broadcast. In this recording, I'm going to show you how you get big money for rent, utilities, food, internet, state stimulus checks. I'm going to go over escalated benefits and EIDL and PPP and more. I'm so excited for you. Thank you for joining me on the continuation of Mornings LA. Let's get ready to rock and roll on the continuation starting right now. Well, here we are. Purple is joining the morning broadcast because, boy, people need money. People need money. And we all heard what happened in that show right before this. This is the new LA. Thank you for joining me. In this recording, I'm going to go over why the $1,400 third stimulus check bill, while it's passing in the House, was great news overnight. It's causing a lot of confusion this morning as it heads to the Senate with something in there that doesn't belong. On the video right after this, I will explain what's happening. Mornings LA is now a 2-hour programming block. 4 shows, one at 9, 9:30, 10, and 10:30. This is the 9:30 show on Purple. State stimulus, rent, utilities, food, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 you can get right now. I'm back with you at the top of the hour at 10 o'clock with more breaking developments overnight about what the Senate will be doing with the $1,400 third stimulus check bill on Monday. These are shocking developments you're not going to hear anywhere else. It's just happening. And then at the bottom of the hour at 10:30, I'll have What the Chuck. And then, of course, I'm back live with you with the midday show and Afternoons LA. 6 hours of live programming across the board. I'm really excited for you. All right, let's get to the details. The details are that you're going to get a $1,400 third stimulus check. You're going to get it. The question is, everything after it, it just takes a little bit of time. The $14 third stimulus check could likely be sent out within 3 days after it becomes law. And that's good news, but what about all the other stuff? You know, we hear about all these big numbers. It's $1.9 trillion. What about all these other big numbers? Because every viewer of this channel generally qualifies for about $5,000 to $10,000 under the third stimulus check package. But the problem is that these other items don't go live. The money isn't sent out to the organizations to give it to you for a while. It's not right away. The $14 stimulus check, that's right away. So what do? That's Purple. That's this show. So in this recording, I'm going to show you how you get money starting right now. Under second stimulus, there was a lot of money made available for, ironically, the same things that are available under third stimulus. So why would you wait around for third stimulus when you can get it right now? Exactly. So let's go over it. There is money for rent. Rent, you're going to look in 6 locations for rent, and then a 7th after that, which I'm going to go over in a second. You're going to look for rent at your state housing authority. Every state has a state housing authority. I had a lot of viewers get money from the state, Alabama State Housing Authority, and from the Louisiana State Housing Authority. They couldn't find it locally, but they got it at the Alabama State Housing Authority. That was the first I ever heard of it. I had people who got rent from county housing authorities as well. More about that in a second. But you can go for the highest level first, state housing authority, and also your state offices. Next, county housing authority. What's a county housing authority? We don't usually talk about that. We don't hear it on the local news. San Bernardino has a county housing authority. Did you know that? I didn't know it. Does LA County have a housing authority? I don't know. But there are county housing authorities across the board in larger counties and mid-sized counties, and presumably LA does have it, but it may be called something other than housing authority. It may have another name to it, like urban development or something like that. And you reach out to them, and then also you reach out to your county hall, because you're going to look for the county housing authority, and if it's not called county housing authority, you call county hall and says, which agency in the county administers rent assistance? More about the words you're going to use in a second. All right, then you're going to call City Hall and City Housing Authority. For example, LA City has done rent assistance and LA County has done rent assistance. Sometimes it's done by their housing organization, not by the actual mayor's office. You don't want to be calling the mayor's office the governor's office. You want to be calling the housing departments. So State Housing Authority, state offices. County Housing Authority, county offices. City Housing Authority, city offices. What are the words you use? Very simple. You say, I need rent assistance because of COVID. That's all. Rent assistance because of COVID. Now, you know that in the third stimulus package, you generally have to be behind on rent. Thank you, Sean, for becoming a purple member minutes ago. I saw that green flashing to the side of me. So thank you, Sean, for becoming a purple member. The money, your words you're going to use is for rent because of COVID. And that's it. Don't include any other words in it. Generally, they're paying 3 to 6 months of rent, which is about $3,000, $6,000. It's a lot of money. It can go up to $10,000 and go up to $12,000. I've had a lot of viewers that got 10. Most of them that got the big numbers did it themselves. I gotta tell you, most of them that did themselves got the big money, and they got them from organizations, from the municipal or the state or the county organizations. That's where they got the big money, because it's there. It's first come, first serve. There's $300 billion given to the cities, states, and counties to give it to you. All right, next, if you've done all that and you're having problems finding that rent, then you want to go to the nonprofits. But I know it's Saturday, and you're wondering, can I do anything on a Saturday? Oh, yeah, you can. You can go to your county's website. Broward County, Orange County, Miami-Dade County. You can go to these individual county websites and look them up. Thank you, Carmen, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Very kind of you. You can look it up and reach out to them and say, hey, let's see if I can search for it on the website and find it. You can get this stuff on the weekends. If not, you find the phone numbers for the week on the weekends and you call them on Monday. But I've had a lot of viewers get stuff on the weekends through the internet, because the internet's never sleep. I don't sleep either. Does he sleep? He doesn't sleep. I sleep better now with the new show, so I appreciate it. Sir Lloyd, he doesn't sleep. He's at the casino all day long, all night, all day long. He's there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He says hello also. So that's rent. Next, if you're having problems with the municipalities and the government, then reach out to the nonprofits. Come on now. United Way, Salvation Army, Community Action, St. Vincent de Paul, Catholic Charities. United Way, Salvation Army, Community Action, Catholic Charities, St. Vincent de Paul. If I got to tell you to get a pen and paper at the start of this recording, I'm sorry. You can always, this recording goes archived on the site as soon as the live is finished, so you can re-watch it. And if you're watching it after it's live, then join me, and you have questions, and join me on Purple, which is also coming back in the afternoon's programming schedule as well. So that's rent, $5,000 to $10,000. Boy, go get it. Go get it. All right, next, utilities. You can get utility assistance. Yes. Utility assistance is a little bit different because you're reaching out to your utilities company. So water, heat, oil, gas. I've had a lot of viewers get utilities. And I've had a lot of viewers get one utility and then sort of stop. I wonder, why'd you stop? You were sort of mesmerized by that $12 ice cream? You're like, they had a discount on the $12 ice cream, so I went and got some. Why'd you stop? Go to the next utility. You got one. Congratulations. Go to the next one. Utilities are about a couple $100, a couple $1,000. I ironically saw an email this morning from one LA County utility. It says, do you need assistance with utilities? I actually saw the email this morning going out. So they're used to this. The words, again, you use are simple. Utility assistance because of COVID. Very, very straightforward. Next, free internet. There's free internet available if you're behind on your internet, behind utilities. The community page, the volunteers can help you. Who's the community page? More about that in a second. But the community page is there to help you get that money right now. And I'll go over them more in a second. Let's go to SNAP. SNAP is just a lot of money. A lot of money. What is SNAP? It's money for food. The money for the food. How much they pay? Before this pandemic, a family of 4 in Hawaii would get about $1,400 a month. That's a lot. Now, there's 2 executive orders at play. Well, actually, it's more, but 2 for that family. Donald Trump passed an executive order under the second stimulus package under the second stimulus package to increase SNAP for 15% for 6 months. On day 1 of his administration, President Joe Biden extended that executive order now for 12 months. So that family of 4 in Hawaii is no longer getting $1,400. They're getting that plus 15%, which is what? $1,600 a month times 12 months? On-air mathematics is hard for Larry Kudlow. Not as hard for me, but it's still hard. It's more than $12,000. It's about $16,000 for $1,500 a month, $1,600 a month for a family of 4 in Hawaii. That's huge. Suddenly you see in just, we've been 12 minutes into the recording, you've seen how rent can pay you $5,000 to $10,000. Utilities can pay you a couple hundred to a couple thousand. And then SNAP for a family of 4, before I even get to the kids who may have to stay home because of the pandemic, it could be paying you up to $12,000, $15,000 a year. We're up to $20,000 before we get to the second half of this recording. This is what we're talking about. If you got that money to pay for your food, to pay for your rent, then you wouldn't have to spend the money that you would normally spend on food and rent on that. You could spend it on something else. I have a lot of viewers who says, my car needs a new part. I can't drive because the car part is $200. I need $200 somewhere. If you got this money for your rent, you wouldn't have to spend the $200 that you need in the bank for your rent or your paycheck for your rent. You would have an extra $200 sitting around. That's how getting cashing checks, not tracking checks, works on this channel. I have so much happening coming up more in this recording. I'm going to show you more about the big money you can get under the third stimulus package. Stay with me as a continuation of Purple kicks into overgear. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LA Late Daily for the excitement of the new LA Late live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LA at 9 a.m. Home LA returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LA at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LA Late.
From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LA Late.
And we're back. Boy, what a day it is. I'm really excited for what's going on. It's been a big day with a lot of stuff happening. And what can you expect? You can always expect a surprise. You can always expect a surprise. And there I am. That was a surprise. You know, what does Bernie think? What does Bernie think? What does Senator Harris, well, VP Harris think? At the top of the hour at 10 o'clock, I'm going to go over the breaking developments. If you did not catch some of the video before this, Lord, get ready. At 10 o'clock at the top of the hour, in about 15 minutes from now, join me for the continuations of LA Mornings when we go over that $1,400 third stimulus check bill. A new report says that that VP Harris may be ready. You ready for this? Ready to overrule the parliamentarian next week. Really? Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Ionis, thank you for the super chat during the commercial break. Really appreciate it. And everyone, welcome the new members. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. During that bumper, that commercial break, you heard about the community page. The community page has the volunteers of this channel. They can help you with rent. They can help you with utilities. They can help you with SNAP. They can help you with mortgage applications from the nonprofits. They can also help you with the CDC eviction moratorium. If you're a person who's watching this and you're facing eviction next week and you've never heard about the eviction moratorium, reach out to the volunteers on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Say what city and state you're from, and they'll help you. That's the spirit of this channel. People helping people. Everyone here is here to help someone. Thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. Just Say It Show. How are you? Everyone, welcome Just Say It Show to the family. Welcome to becoming a Purple Hawk. It's a big day. This is the first day of the full schedule of the new LA. So let's continue now on the remainder of the items in this big purple broadcast. So you've seen how you get rent and utilities and food and SNAP, which could be upwards of $20,000 over a year. There's other money that you can get as well, and that money is really exciting. One of the big issues that has always been permeating is the question of unemployment. Unemployment, you know. They didn't give you that FPUC retro. I got it. They did FPUC now from March to August, $400 a week. They did not go retro. Well, a workaround for this is the question, did you escalate your benefits? What? Did you raise your unemployment benefits as much as you can raise them per week? What is that? It's very simple. Unemployment benefits generally start at the base level in a state. If you Google your state, like Texas, and you look for the range of unemployment benefits, it can go from anywhere from $90 to a much higher number. I'm going to use a state in general. Just some states are $90 to $500. And you may only be getting $90 a week. Did you know you can get $500 a week? You know you can get $200 a week. Do you think you're really at the number you're supposed to be at? Let me give you the guidance. If you made over, and I'm going to use 30 weeks of unemployment as the benchmark for this conversation. If you made over $18,000 in last year, 2019, actually 2 years ago, this is how much money you could raise your benefits. $18,000 to $25,000. You can raise your benefits about $50 a week or $1,500 a week. $1,500, bam, right in your account right now. If you made $25,000 2019 earnings, you can raise your benefits about $100 a week, which is $3,000, bam, right in your account right now. And if you made over $30,000 a week, well, as soon as you watch all my shows today, As soon as you watch all my shows, around 4 o'clock this afternoon on the West Coast, then do this, stop everything you're doing and do it right away. Because you, ma'am or sir, qualify for maximum benefits generally in your state. And you sure as hell better be being paid that money right now. Because if you're not, then that's where you're going. You're going to maximum benefits. It's about $300 a week over 30 weeks, $10,000. I've had 3 to 5 viewers get the full $10,000 because they were being paid $100 a week and they made $32,000 in 2019, a year before the pandemic hit. And they did exactly what I said. They didn't need a volunteer. They did it themselves because this is very simple. It's very, very basic. And they got paid. Now, when we're talking about unemployment benefits, you're dealing with the state. You're not dealing with your federal government. So you send them a letter with a copy of your 2019 tax return and says, here I am. How much do I qualify? I want to see if I qualify for more weekly benefits. It's as simple as that. I want to see if I qualify for more weekly benefits. You send it off. And as soon as you send it off, then you get that escalation of your benefits. You want to call them, every 2 days and say, hi, did you get it? Did you get it? 2 more things to conclude this recording that you can do to get big money right now. One is EIDL loan, and the other one is PPP loan grant. I had a nice viewer who was a longtime viewer send me a DM overnight, said she's been a big champion for FPUC Retro. She said, can I get an EIDL? My credit score is bad. I answered the question about the EIDL, but this morning I thought I should have said, hey, why don't you get into PPP? Just get a PPP. PPP is not dependent upon credit score. Reach out to Cabbage, Fundera. These companies used to do about 6,000 applications a week. They're doing 300 because it's been a while, so they'll do you very quick. They'll do your application very quickly. You have to go through an online preparer, and they tell you the documents. It's very simple. It's all online. They're open on the weekend. You can do that today. So this person, I think, was a nail salon operator, nail salon owner, her own business. So go do that. PPP starts as a loan, turns into a grant. The reason why I say this is because in her situation, she wasn't sure she could get an EIDL loan. EIDL loan does have a credit score requirement, 570, Experian Advantage 3.0. You can raise it by doing a boost, which is free, raises about 25 points. You can call up Experian, remove adverse entries. And the greatest thing about EIDL is it generally pays for my viewers about within 48 hours. I had one viewer yesterday send a comment that took her about 2 weeks. Well, if you're a simple, clean application, it's 48 hours. It really is. Again, that's a loan, but you can keep that money in the bank and return it within 11 months and say, I don't need it. I don't need it. That's the benefit of the EIDL loan mixed in with the PPP as well. So much happening this morning. I'm really excited for you. I'm back in just 5 minutes with the continuation on Mornings LATE at the 10 o'clock at the top of the hour. Big developments, so stay with me. This is going to be about what's happening in the Senate with the big details about the parliamentarian and that $15 minimum wage. Join me then. See you in just a second. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe.